Transaction number 469 starter. Then, sir, there is another problem which is with reference to the cooperative societies. As far as the cooperative societies are concerned, I can realize the anxiety of the Honorable Minister that if cooperative societies are employing less than 50 people and if they are not employing power, it is desirable that this obligation should not be imposed on these cooperative societies in view of the fact that it is our intention to encourage cooperative societies. These cooperative societies might not have the necessary wherewithal or the resources and therefore may not be in a position to contribute to the provident fund. On the other hand, there is another aspect of the question which it is also necessary to take into consideration in this behalf, and it is necessary because this type of protection and many other types of protection are given by way of encouragement to the cooperative societies. Again, there are many unscrupulous people who form some sort of cooperative society which is a cooperative society only in name and which in fact is merely a proprietary concern, and then they take advantage of these particular provisions. Sir, we have realized that there were owners and there were employers who were taking advantage to the fact that the number was kept at 50. It was only when the employees were more than 50 that this particular act was applicable so far. They were partitioning their establishment into various departments and into various units, and thereby they were trying to escape from the provisions of this act. Fortunately, the government has now made it clear in this bill that no such partitioning will be useful to the employer, because even if there is partitioning now, they will all be considered as one consolidated establishment, and if there were more than 20 people employed, then this particular law will be applicable to them. Some such trick is likely to be resorted to by the employer by calling his concern a cooperative society and thereby trying to escape the extension of the benefits that are being provided for the employees in this particular bill. Now, sir, there are cooperative societies acts and there are cooperative continuous where it is made compulsory that after a particular employee has worked for a certain number of years in a given establishment, which is a cooperative establishment, that employee automatically becomes a member of the cooperative society. Stop.